Yeah, it's gonna be real distracting.
Hey guys, I'm back with my monster.
Ever since Big Bad Disney has acquired Star Wars, they have been pumping out shows for our enjoyment. Today I'm going to be taking a look at just how entertaining they are. I'm going to be rating every single Star Wars show that has come out in the recent years. I really like The Mandalorian. Until Season 3. Season 1 and 2 were so good and really captured the essence of Star Wars. We're following Din Djarin and Baby Yoda, or Grogu. I think their chemistry together is really good, even though Grogu's like just a fucking teat-sucking baby. Season 1 especially is really good. I think Season 2 is a little bit more fan service. The season finale was great. I think Luke fit right in there. Him coming in there, swashbuckling, fucking up some robots. It was awesome. And then we get Season 3. What is so wrong with Season 3, you ask? Well, the show's named Mandalorian, and we hardly ever see the Mandalorian. This kind of takes a step back and sets up future things, gives us a look at other characters that we don't really care about. I think by this point they were already working on other shows, so they had kind of given up on Mandalorian, but it's what thrust Star Wars back into the limelight. This was the first good Star Wars thing we had in years. I mean, just before this, we had gotten the prequels, and I mean, we know how that went. So Mandalorian, I'd honestly give like a 7. It's really good. Season 3 really fell apart though for me. Next! This show is real stinky. This is so boring. We see Boba Fett get his ass kicked all the time. Obviously, highlights from the show, seeing Cad Bane in person, that was awesome. Seeing the Rancor, that was cool as fuck. Really, there aren't very many good moments. Even LEGO knew this, because they only came out with this set. I think they could come and save it with a really good Season 2, but for now, this gets like a 5, and just barely. Okay, I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's the best character. So I was a little biased going into this. Honestly, it's not great. I think there's a lot of really cool scenes. To see the Inquisitors for the first time in person. There's some really goofy moments in this show. One that stuck out to me in particular is when they're chasing the little girl, who I think is Leia. It's been a while since I've seen it. They're chasing her through the woods, and it's this like fucking 8-year-old. There's these two bounty hunters who can't seem to catch her. They're falling over. It's the most Disney thing I've ever seen in my life. I think Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen do a great job back on scene together. The Obi-Wan show is about Obi-Wan coming out of hiding for the first time since Order 66, but we also see clones and what happened to the clones after Order 66, which I think was awesome. Really, Darth Vader and Obi-Wan scenes steal the show. Yeah, so there's definitely some goofy scenes, definitely some bad acting. I'd give this show, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I'd give it an 8, but a more realistic answer would probably be closer to like a 7 or 6. But 8, I'm going with 8 because I love Obi-Wan and I love Ewan McGregor. Quick interruption for an ad read. Hey, what's wrong, man? Well, I want to play with Lego, but my clones are just so plain. Oh boy, do I have the perfect thing for you. BrickCritic.com. Why are you in a suit? Do you like savings? How about Lego? Can I interest you in BrickCritic.com? Shop their finest items, like clone decals, and well-priced authentic Lego figures. Wow, what a good deal. And guess what? Use code MOUSLEGO for 5% off. All you have to do to redeem this is head over to www.brickcritic.com. Again, that is MOUSLEGO for 5% off. Well, as a loyal viewer, I guess I'll have to go down there and use your code immediately. Haha, yes. We were quite a loyal viewer, and worth my love. Oh my god, is Visions good. Immediately, I'm gonna give Visions, like, Season 1 was 10 out of 10, Season 2, like an 8. So I'll probably give the whole show, overall, like a 9. This kind of copies the formula of Love, Death, and Robots, which is like, every single episode is an anthology, which means every single episode follows a different story, different styles of animations. Season 1 is so good, and obviously the episode that comes to mind is the samurai one. That shit was so cold when he pulls out the lightsaber and it's red. Season 1 was awesome. There was a lot of badass episodes. Season 2 was a little too cutesy for me. They kind of all look the same too. This show is badass. If you haven't seen it, then definitely I would recommend it out of all of these. I have mixed feelings on this. When I went to go watch Rebels, I was super hesitant. I didn't even want to watch it. The only reason I was watching it is because the Ahsoka show is coming out and there's a lot of her lore in there. There's a lot of episodes that are kind of boring, but this is like one of the first Star Wars shows where I really care about every character. Even movies. I hate Anakin in the movies. He's a whiny ass bitch. He sucks. He never listens. In A New Hope, Luke is the worst. He's so annoying. He has the same whiny bitch syndrome as his father. But from like episode 1 of Rebels, I loved every character. Ahsoka's kind of hard as a Rebels fan to enjoy. It's hard to see the live action characters and picture them as the ones that we've seen animated because they look and sound so different. It's kind of hard for me to see the girl from Scott Pilgrim as Hera, but then I found out that she's in real life married to Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor, so she's valid. I hate Sabine in this show. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels that way. And she's supposed to be a Jedi, which I don't vibe with that. We should stop doing that. Sin Hati, every fucking virgin Star Wars fans love her. I think this show's probably, so far, a solid 8. I've seen a lot of people say this is overrated, which I kind of agree. It's a lot more of an adult show. I mean, it's really like government focused. It's not as flashy as other shows. You see Mon Mothma. I think this show is pretty good. The first 2 episodes are kind of boring, but once we get into it, where they're doing the heist, they go to the prison. The prison is really where I really like this show. He goes to prison, not for the heist, just for running somewhere. I think they did a really good job with season 1. It is a little boring. A lot of people will say it's overrated. I think really why is because they're little baby children. They don't understand the concept of government or penitentiary system that wants to see you fail and you're never gonna get out. I feel like I'm going a little too hard on the 8s, so we'll throw it at a 7. That's it. That's my list. Do you guys agree with it? Probably not. You probably don't. You probably have some fucking stupid opinion. You're gonna tell me about it. Come on, give you guys a little reading. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it. If you got this far in the video, put in the comments Rebels was gas, because that shit was straight flames. So I'll give you guys your little monster sip before you guys go. Delectable. Thank you for watching.